Listen, what's good, everybody? It's your girl Tika Deshawn right here at All Things Ruthless, home of the Ruthless Addicts. And I had to show my face for this one because, listen, madam, you've been trying me. Like, you really been trying me since you messed with my boy Fuego, and your time has come. But we're not. How did madam end up on the floor with a blicky and a hole in her chest? Listen, we're going to get into all of that. Let me just tell you guys some of the things that happened throughout the episode. We saw where Carla pointed the blicky at her sister Tony. That was a no-go. Carla ain't got the heart. Tony is still here, okay? Because, all it takes is just a little manipulation. Oh, girl, I'm with you. She thinks she's all that. Madam thinks she's all that. Of course, Tony manipulated Carla, which ain't hard to do. I swear, Carla been dropped on her head a couple of times as a baby. But anyway, moving right along, we see that Babyface has literally been served back child support papers from Quincy. Okay, you are the father. Yes, back child support has been served. Not only has he been put out Miss Tandy's home, but she called and got that car repoed. Like, there's no more paying any notes on the car that Miss Tandy got for Babyface. So he's literally homeless, unhoused, carless. Like, he's all of the things that you would not want to be. He's also broke. Like, bruh, stop buying the clothes. Madam already told you, stop shopping and get your life together. Now, Fuego, on the other hand, my man came out punching 1-2. Okay, yes. Fuego, I'm so happy for you, bruh. You finally stood on business, okay? Because D, Big D, Little D, Capital D, whatever D you want to call him, was playing games with Fuego. So we find out that Big D was responsible for the messages that Fuego had been receiving through the cell phone. So that's who had been playing games with him. So Fuego pulled up on him in the club, and 2-piece and a biscuit and a sandwich to go along with it. No coleslaw, no drink. So your mouth is wet and dry. He knocked the mess out of Big D, which was well deserved. Because why you playing with me like this? I done moved bodies thinking that somebody's really watching me. Now you playing with me. But y'all, fast forward, because after Matter came in celebrating, there's groundbreaking that has to be done. And they go off into this groundbreaking because Madam is planning to open up a new school. Well, baby, that school can't be open even though Miss Tandy has had that land claimed eminent domain. Madam, she can't put nothing on that land because, baby, why did Fuego move the bodies to Madam's land? And guess what, y'all? That means Fuego knows that Madam had something to do with the unalivement of his baby boo, Sandra. Oh my God, Fuego knows. I don't know what else he has seen that made it clear that this all went down, that Madam is responsible for the unaliving and the essay and everything that went down against Sandra. But on top of that, though, Fuego, how are you going to get out of them knowing that you did this? Are you planning to leave Eden for good? Like, what is going on? I'm waiting for the next season, y'all. But also, we have a moment where after the court, let me tell y'all, first of all, the jury stood up, the foreman stood up and said, we, the jury, find Madeline Seville not guilty. Not guilty in the charges of unaliving Alan Fisk. Not guilty in none of that stuff that they had her in court for, okay? So later on, though, we find out the way that Madam was able to get out of this situation. Baby, Madam done paid off the foreman. She done paid off the other chick that was there with her. Got VIP with Midnight. Like, y'all, Madam literally did the most to get out of this whole situation from going to jail. But she messed up and found out, y'all. Because Madam in there praying to God, I know I don't mess with nobody unless they mess with me. And all of the shenanigans with the tears. You done prayed to God and told them lies to the Lord, Madam. And now, baby, somebody done came punching your number because y'all, at the end of the day, Madam ended up with a blicky hole to her chest. Yes, she did. See you when we see you, madam. She ain't gone. We know she ain't gone. She the star of the show. But at the end of the day, honey, madam got popped, and I ain't gonna even lie to y'all. Hate me if you want to, but you're wasting your time. Madam got popped, and I was happy about that thing. Like I said, she did my boy Fuego dirty. She's done a couple of other people who didn't deserve it dirty. So she got what she got. You can't be playing with God, madam, and then don't think you ain't gonna get no repercussions behind your actions, baby. But anyway, another murder was the case went down, y'all. And this episode was definitely called Murder Was the Case. But D.A. Ross, she wanted to get out of town. She wanted to leave this whole thing cold turkey. But Davis convinced her, no, I got some other things up my sleeve that can help us get madam. Well, where was them things that was up your sleeve in the beginning to get madam up out of there? Okay? They didn't work for nothing. So she leaves. D.A. Ross leaves. Now, how she ended up with Smoke so quickly, I don't know. But Smoke got this poor baby in a chair, electric chair, and is about to fry her like some deep fried chicken. And indeed, she became some deep fried chicken as he mentally tortured her and said how it would be, how this is if the sponge was there, it would hurt less, but without the sponge, it's gonna hurt like hell, basically. And it did. Because he did it without the shock resistant, the absorber, whatever that little sponge that goes in the top when somebody about to get electrocuted. Yeah, he didn't even do that. So Smoke literally fried D.A. Ross for doing her job against madam. Madam, madam, y'all know what it is about madam. But y'all love that madam stuff. But anyway, I know. We're going to get to a little bit of Quincy as well as Rayshawn. Other than Quincy filing them back child support on his daddy Babyface, we see that he has stolen one of Miss Tandy's credit cards and has given it to Rayshawn. And Rayshawn is like, bro, this is not enough for what this lady has done to me. And so Quincy is like, just work with me, bruh. I promise you, I'm gonna get Miss Tandy. I'm gonna get Miss Tandy. What can he do to actually get Miss Tandy? Like, can he go loud and out proud and say, hey, she's sleeping with strippers? Like, what is it that Quincy can do that can burn Miss Tandy? We also know that Madam told Miss Tandy, look, you better figure out how this body ended up in this darn field. You better figure it out. Like, how is she supposed to figure it out? And that's what Miss Tandy went home and said, I don't know how I'm supposed to fix this situation. I'm just so sick of her. I hate Madam, which leads me to saying, y'all, there are so many enemies that Madam has literally created in one episode, even though they've been building up over the season and the mini seasons. But this time around, Madam had some enemies. So like I said, y'all, somebody has popped Madam. Again, I don't think Madam is gone. I'm pretty sure she's going to be back. Because she's the star. She's the star of the show. This show is about her at this point. Yes, the book was about Imp, but the series is about Madam. And so, again, Madam, she had her time. Everybody who came out was there. They came to witness the groundbreaking. Tony had the nerve to pull up, especially after the way that she treated Imp. Imp was like, you need to get up out of here. Like, you need to go. Like, why are you here? Why she here, Ike? So, after Madam found the bodies, y'all, and I know this was Fuego's doing, but after Madam found those bodies on the ground, Fuego was like, yeah, peace up, A-Town down. He was holding on to that cross. I don't know if that was something that belonged to Sandra, but he was like, I think I've done what I needed to do to avenge your death. So, I don't know. Again, I'm hoping my boy Fuego is still around. But at the end of the day, Fuego, if you know that Madam is responsible for everything, you better not be there the next season working at Club Eden. You better not be working for this lady. Last but not least, y'all, I gotta tell y'all boy Midnight has been like, he done got stabbed up. That's just what it is. Again, y'all, I normally don't put my face on this camera when I'm talking about this episode, but this episode literally had me on the edge of my seat. So, like I said, Midnight has been poked up. Renee said, if I can't have you, then nobody else will. And she ran into the room like Freddie and Jason and all of them put together and poked multiple holes in the chest of midnight? Is this the end of midnight? Is this the last we will see of him? Will somebody come and save him? Will somebody come and save Madam? Will somebody knock on that door or bust into that door? And did anybody hear the gun go pop, pop, pop with Madam, and Madam popping off at somebody else? Who shot Madam? This is about to be a case of Dallas or Dynasty. Who shot Madam? It's going to be the question. Who did it? You know, we got all the speculations in the world, but at the end of the day, y'all, yeah, Madam, she gonna sit down somewhere. It ain't no way you could just get up and easily walk after getting popped in your chest if you survive. So anyway, y'all, that's your girl. This is my time. It's your girl Tika. I had to recap this one for you guys because this episode was literally giving me everything that it needed to give. The season finale was all things amazing. Anyway, you guys, thank you for rocking with your girl. Thank you for hanging with me with all the Queen's Men. Make sure you come back on Sunday for Virtual Club Eden, 9:15 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. My girl EJ, she might not be in the best of moods, but it's all good. Y'all come on through anyway. Come on through anyway. With that being said, thank y'all so much. Stay ruthless.